NuubCast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Coming at you with a 2v2vCast on NuubCast. That was super gay. 2v2vCast. I think I literally just came out of my mouth as though it was like something cool. It's not. But yeah, it's a 2v2, kids. It's Ellie or Ellie in the Red Terran, his partner Lewis GT, and Alt Tab loves everybody. This guy knows the Teal Protoss, and Alt Tab the Purple Zerg. We do not approve of that kind of BM. And all of you are aware of the recent insanity that descended upon the StarCraft scene with Orb, who was just hired by EG to be a caster. If you're not sure who Orb is, very good caster, does the ESV Korean weeklies, was on an ASL season 2. I'm not sure if he's been doing this latest season or not, or the team season or not, but very good caster, like very good, really good, one of the better analytical casters out there. But like most of us, when he plays this game, he gets frustrated and BMs people, and people happen to grab screenshots from his stream of him using some discolored some colorful language, quote-unquote racist words, and the community, apparently Orb has been this way for a long time, since the beta, is known for BMing his opponents on his stream, and even his audience in chat, and so I guess not that many people like Orb because of this. Some people in the community. But anyway, somebody went out of their way to basically ruin the guy's life. Posted screenshots of him saying these things after he got hired by EG. And EG, being the huge company that it is, basically a PR firm for StarCraft 2 and its players, had to act immediately, fired Orb, and there was basically a giant poop storm, or shitstorm, however you like, about Orb's use of the N-word, and the F-word, but not faggot, basically, is what he said. So yeah, I'm sure all of you know about this. Most of you know about this. Some of you watch NuubCast, but you're not really in the scene. Maybe some of you go to Reddit, but some of you don't. Reddit r StarCraft is where most of this went down. Anyway, before the action starts to heat up in this game, let me just say my thoughts on the issue. I think it's unwise to use the words that Orb used in a public setting, regardless, especially of your positioning. I lean more towards guys like Destiny in the philosophy that words shouldn't carry the meaning that they do in and of themselves, but I do know that words are hurtful, can be hurtful. And I think you ought to be wise in your use of words, not necessarily. I don't think any word should be used flippantly, because you can use silly words like clown. Saying the word clown in a particular context can be just as humiliating and demeaning as the N-word in a particular context. But of course, the N-word obviously has the weight of history behind it and all the things that have happened, slavery, etc., etc. I get it. It's true, and it should be avoided. Um, all that being said, I think EG did the right thing. They had to fire Orb, which is what they did, if you were not aware. But I think Orb is talented, and he should not be blackballed by the community. And the problem I had with how this whole thing went down was not EG's reaction, was not Orb's reaction. It was what was really kind of sickening to me was the community's willingness, the ease with which they banded together to literally ruin someone's career, or attempt to. And that, coupled with the fact that if it was anybody else, if it was anyone other than Orb, someone who was more popular, someone who had a larger fan base, oh, lucky Marine, went the wrong way, didn't see this whole army. And here comes the attack, Planetary Fortress on the low ground. But yeah, anybody who, if it was anybody other than Orb, someone who had more fans, a bigger fan base, it just wouldn't have gone down the same way. If it was Day 9 or, In Control or pretty much anybody else. Orb is pretty not well known. Sorry, I'm talking about this instead of the game, but you're watching what's happening. I don't need to tell you what's happening on the screen all the time. And I really believe that if it was anybody else other than Orb, because Orb is not as well known, because he was easy pickings, I do not think that, because literally a month ago, 6 weeks ago, maybe 2 months, I don't know, we had the same conversation with Destiny about Destiny and his use of language on his stream, etc. And there was no such backlash. Nobody went to his team, which was Complexity at the time, and got on their backs about him. No one called the sponsors, and it was just because it was Orb. It was personal, and the community, it wasn't a witch hunt because there was definitely evidence, but the way the community piled on and made things exponentially worse for Orb and over the situation was really what made me sick. This is actually going to be a very bad engagement for Terrans. They are going to get roasted here. Too many units here. They need to get the flock out of dodge. Ling's coming out. They don't even have to do anything. The Lings can just go and attack right now, and they should probably win the game. The way this is panning out, this isn't even really... Ling's are going to go around here, hit the tower. Everybody but this Protoss is on 2 bases. Upgrades are being gotten. Gateways are not being opened. Pylons are being made. The teal and purple team, let's see, 56 and 63, that's 110 to 58 and 50. So pretty even supply-wise. Gonna go chomp on some rocks. Of course, Ellie's gonna see them doing said chomping. And instead of going around the right way and using the rocks to block them off, these guys are going to come up here at the top, and only 3 of them are going to be able to hit these Lings. And they're going to be able to run away. Bunker going down as well. Anyway, those are my thoughts on the Orb situation for anyone who cares. Like I said, I thought EG did what they had to do. I do not think that Orb should be ostracized because of this. And again, if it was anyone else, it would be such a non-issue. And that's really what makes me sad more than anything else, is the fact that people went out of their way. Because even once EG came out and said, we're going to handle this, they were not given the opportunity to do what they wanted to do, was to handle it internally, to investigate, and come up with their own way. The community more or less forced their hand. And I think the people who spearheaded that whole movement were probably not normal community members. These were guys probably who are either new to the community, or if they've been part of the community, then they're just popping their heads out of the woodwork for this purpose, and that's kind of annoying if you ask me. So it's an unfortunate situation. Should have never happened. You should be respectful all the time. You know, integrity is what you do when you think nobody's watching. And so the situation really should not have happened. And you need to be aware of yourself. You need to be aware of your audience. And not just that, but, I mean, just don't be stupid. Basically is the moral of the story. But e.g., if you need another caster for your, you know, for anything, I'm here. I'm a little stuffy right now, but normally I'm raring to go. I happily cast the EG Masters Cup, Team League or otherwise. You probably want somebody who's better than me. And Orb, freaking good caster. It's really sad because it would have been good. Would have been good for EG, would have been good for Orb, would have been good for the community, would have been good for the scene, would have been good for EG Masters Cup. Move command, silly monkeys. Now this is one person commanding the entire army. So one person, looks like Lewis GT has given Ellie control over the entire army. And they're going to go up here and get stomped again because not only... Yeah, I mean, there's Colossus on the field. You're 2-1. Are both guys 2-1? No. Red's not even upgraded. This is so one-sided. I sure hope things change eventually. Because this is brutal right now. And Vikings are out. Taking out some Colossus. It's going to even things up a little bit. Everybody's on 2 bases. Zerg needs to probably get a third soon. More Colossus coming out. Double roboing here. Zerg going to move out with a hefty Zealot. Zerg's moving out with a hefty Zealot force. I meant roaches. And Hydras. This is a dangerous freaking army right here. And there is basically not a whole lot to counter it. How can they even hope? I mean, the only thing I can see happening here is they're going to go after these planetary fortresses, and the Terrans are going to heal them. This is brutal. This is a massacre. Why are they backing out? Here comes the heal on the planetary, and this is what's going to happen. They're going to heal on the planetary. The planetary is going to eat up this entire army. That is so dumb. Oh my goodness. And look at that. Oh. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, here's a hint. Don't take on a planetary unless you have range units like tanks or Colossus or Broodlords. Don't be stupid. So now you know what's going to happen. Red and blue are going to be able to come back and win this after being just completely dominated because purple is stupid, basically. Third base going down for Protoss and for Zerg. But these guys, they just don't have enough production. I mean, they got money. They could be making all kinds of units. Only got 5 racks on 2 bases. Getting third here. Is he getting a third as well? Not yet. He's making a command center, so that'll probably fly over for his third. But there is just not enough production here. Anyway, even if the game's not that great, it's a good platform to be able to talk about the orb situation. I talked a little bit about my philosophy on word usage. I think personally, and there many some of you have seen a video of Morgan Freeman that's on YouTube, who basically says one of the reasons that racism is still around in the United States is because we keep it around. We basically, by being sensitive to word usage and things like that, we perpetuate. Now, this is one of those situations where this is one person going without his buddy. Zerg got dropped on, and so he left the main battle, took his entire army back to deal with this drop. His partner got crushed by this marauder force in the middle, and these mutas came in and did a bunch of damage and then got killed. And now there's got to be a huge lead for Terran. That's a lot of Marauders. And here come the Zerg. And they're going to get cleaned up. Thor is coming out now for Terran. +2. Still a big force here. They should be able to come through and finish this off, I think. Unless they try to kill the planetary fortresses again, which at this point would be even stupider. Stupider, is that a word? Even more stupid because of the fact that yeah, definitely draw them back. Definitely ignore the friggin' planetaries. Good job. Good job. Exactly. Ignore that crap. Thors are pretty good. Can we get some SCVs on the Thors? SCV on the Thors. SCVs on the Thors. SCVs on the Thors. Come on, dude. Yeah. A zillion SCVs healing one Thor. It's actually pretty good. This one Thor will clean up most of this army, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. No, don't attack with the SCVs! Leave him back to heal the Thor. Actually, they're doing alright. 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 Well, they did it. They cleaned it up. But Zerg expanding again. Red's got his third base down, but Red is out of SCVs pretty much. And he doesn't have any much income. He's got this. One base, basically. SCV's moving out. This base getting mined like crazy. There's a lot of SCVs here, man. Blue has a butt ton of SCVs. Oh, look at this building, the command center right next to the hatchery. That's crazy. Because he's going to go over here. Now he's going to kill. Now, let me just say, for the record, this is turning into a pretty good game. But only because Purple and Teal tried to kill that planetary fortress twice. If they didn't do that, this game would be long over. It looks like they're actually getting enough force here together to win. DTs coming in. And yeah, they're not going to live very long because... Are they going to get this planetary? No. Get the heal on. Moving up into the main. There's no vision. Scan. And they all go down. Pretty good, pretty good. Blue looking for a fourth here. Not in the best place. Oh, here comes his entire force over here. He is on his own. He needs SCVs to heal the Thors. He needs the SCVs to heal the Thors. But here comes his partner. Get the SCVs in here to heal the Thors. More SCVs on the Thors. Nope, not enough. Red comes in from behind. Not enough, not enough. This planetary fortress is not finished. No, I didn't even make it. And this could be the end. This looks like the end. We got more units coming in here. Teal and purple. Looks like we're going to see GG here very soon. This is the last mining base for blue. And red is about mined out. And isn't doing very well anyway. I mean, producing very little, red is. And wow, Alt-Tab learned from his mistakes. Not going to directly attack this planetary fortress. Smartest thing he's done all day. But here is this guy knows, doing all kinds of damage with these stalkers. Zealots can't get out, but they don't really care because they're just chilling in the back. Marines are going to come in here and get slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered. And here's the medevacs, though. Not enough Marines. Although this army is split. And Louis is just rallying his Marines out here. He's making all Marines. But it's... I can't believe it. Oh my goodness, he's going to clean this up. He is 3-3, though. But then again, so are these stalkers. Wow. I am impressed. Marines kill frickin' everything, dude. That's nuts. These guys are +3 defense, but no offense, but they're going to clean up these Marines. Not bad, not bad. I can't see... Red and blue are not going to come back from this. But this game is probably about 20 minutes longer than it needed to be. If they hadn't gone after that initial planetary, then... Oh, he A-moved. That was a bad idea. Is he going to heal? Yeah, he is. All those stalkers will die. But blue has no money left, so... Oh my goodness, I can't believe they cleaned that up. That's so crazy. They are totally upgraded. I mean, blue is upgraded fully. Red is not upgraded at all. This is a big old force. Look at this big old fungals. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of fungals. Once again, scanning in, gonna take out this hatchery. Gets canceled, gonna kill these drones. That's probably a big loss. Who knows? So down to 33 drones, and he's got to, he's mining over here still, but that's it. Everything else is mined out. So purple is basically going to live and die with this, which isn't bad. I mean, he's fully maxed. Nobody else is fully maxed. Nobody. He's not even close to max. Neither blue. I mean, he's got 100 food. Red, 75. Purple really is the one who's going to be doing the damage here. I think we all have to agree that now if he can take out this base, it doesn't even matter because his army is going to get torn up by these fungals if he lands them. Now this is a choke. If Louis can get a good concave here, he could be alright. Big old fungals, not enough medvacs, and these units are going to go down. And I cannot see. Yeah, this is, I mean, come on. This game is over now. But he does have the gold, and he's getting another planetary fortress. Oh, man. Oh, you never can tell. You never can. The DT's coming in here. He does not have any vision. And he's going to lose this entire army. Oh, my goodness. He can get a heal on this. He can do all kinds of damage. But there's too many zealots in here. Getting fungals on the SCVs. Planetary Fortress finally goes down. All the SCVs go down. And this is finally going to be over. These guys are just going to run in. They're going to kill everything. And the guys who should have GG'd a half an hour ago are finally going to be forced out of the game. Blue Terran, which was definitely carried this entire game, going to be taken out first. And the Red, who's still mining and has a bit of an army here. Not going to be able to hold this off. Way too many big old fungals. I'm speeding through it because I've had enough. Finally, NuubGT leaves the game. So yeah, I guess final words. Thanks for watching. Sorry, it's not really about the game. It's really about me talking about the orb situation. So if you guys have heard enough about that, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just felt it was one of those things that was out there, so I wanted to just comment on it. And this was seemed like a fitting game to do so. Anyway, yeah, be good to each other. That's basically, it sounds cheesy, but Day 9 definitely has the best outlook on this kind of thing. If we all just make a point to be kinder to one another, whether that's on ladder or in real life or anything, any situation, being kind will always win out the day, and being a dick, you're going to lose 9 times out of 10. So, lesson learned. We'll move on. Keep climbing that ladder. Sorry again about all the non-game commentary. I'm sure I'll get at least one message of saying, dude, why don't you talk about the game? Sorry. Peace.